Hi, creative community. This is Michele Tracy Berger, creativity coach and author. And today I want to share with you a very powerful tool that can assist you with your decluttering journey. It is called EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique, also known as tapping. And some people describe it as acupuncture for the body, but without the needles. So another way to think about it is this very calm way to use to tap on points of the body to release negative feelings or emotions. And so it's sort of I think of it as kind of acupressure for the body. And I started using this technique more than a decade ago, and it's completely changed my life in so many positive ways. So I had to do a lot of extemporaneous speaking, and I don't mind speaking in front of an audience, and I love hearing their wisdom and sharing my wisdom and hearing their stories and all of that good stuff. But I found myself really feeling frozen sometimes when I got put on the spot, sort of that deer in the headlights where I just could not think about the next things to say. And I sought out different modalities, techniques to use, and EFT immediately rose to the top of them. So I want to share with you, it's a very quick process, and you can do a deep dive, finding there's a lot of different resources online. One of the people that I follow is Brad Yates, Yates. He has wonderful free videos that can give you much more in-depth process about EFT. But what I want to teach you is sort of a quick and dirty method of EFT when you are feeling overwhelmed or frozen in terms of taking the next step for decluttering. And this can be such a powerful tool in your toolkit. So I'm going to just run through the process and then we're going to do it together. So I want you to start thinking of something you've been putting off related to decluttering. It could be getting into your junk drawer. It could be working in your closet. It could be going through your papers. And I want you to just sort of think about that in the body. And what we do when we start off with an EFT session, we're going to exaggerate that feeling. So we might feel a tightness in the throat. We might feel something in the back of our head. Just notice for a moment when you're thinking about something that you've been putting off that you feel stuck on. So that means your brain is keeping you safe, right? You're not taking action. So just feel where that is. So for me, usually it's in my throat or in the pit of my stomach. Like I just don't feel very good, right? And when you think about that, so when we're doing that, we're going to exaggerate that feeling. So you're going to make this, either hand works. You're going to tap on what we call the karate chop point. So I just want you to take a moment and breathe in. You can watch me and then we'll do it together. So first step is just to tap into that emotion and that feeling in the body. So we're going to exaggerate that feeling. Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at a 7 or 8. So that usually means that we're really avoiding something we're feeling really stressed about it. So we're going to tap into that. And then what we do is we will move from when we sort of feel that feeling in the body, we then tap on points on the face and on the body, and we say the negative thing. And so some people might say, well, why do you say the negative thing? Aren't we supposed to just be positive? And really what we want to do is acknowledge those feelings that we have, bring them to the surface and calm our nervous system down, even by a few degrees. And that can help us get into action. So we will tap on points of the body. I'm going to just do a quick run through and then we'll do it together. And we say the emotion. So you can write the phrases out if you like. I kind of like to freestyle and just kind of go with what comes up. So we would start right at the side of the eye. And we might say something like, even though I'm avoiding under the eye, decluttering my junk drawer, I deeply, under the nose and completely under the chin, love to your collarbone and accept myself. And then I like to think of it as like near where your bra line is or right under your armpits. And then we start over. We tap on the top of the head. Again, here at the eyebrows, right here at the side of the eye, under the chin, under the nose, excuse me, under the chin, collarbone. And we repeat that a couple of times. And the idea is, again, we're kind of getting all that icky stuff that's really in our subconscious mind or really under the surface. We bring that up and we release it. And one of the most powerful things I think about the emotional freedom technique is that, and some people, you can have a range of emotions, but saying, even though blah, 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 I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And that sense of unconditional support and love can help most of us feel safe when we are moving forward. So that's a really important thing to say. And you can say it, even though I deeply and completely love and respect myself, approve of myself, whatever feels fully supportive of you, you get to say. And you want to do, we'll do a couple of rounds and I'll show you how this works in real time. So again, let's think about something that you are struggling with and want to move forward on. So we'll start here. I'm going to think about my closet. Even though it's taking me a while to work on my closet, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have procrastinated on pulling out items in my closet, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel the work is never done of decluttering, and I will have to do it forever, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though there doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to do this closet, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And we can move to some positive affirmations after we do a couple of rounds of that. I know I have the resources in me to start small on my closet. I know it's safe to declutter my closet. I know that I'm safe and loved. And decluttering is something that continues to transform my life. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So what you want to do is take a breath and exhale. Beautiful. And then shake it out. It's really good to just kind of move about, maybe take a sip of water, have a sip of tea, and notice where you are. So ideally you identify where you are on a scale of 1 to 10 with uncomfortable feelings. Then you tap, and then you just notice, are you ideally at a 6 or lower, 5 or lower, 4 or lower, from where you might have been if you were at a 7, 8, 9, even 10. And you can tap again. You can, after you start learning how to do emotional freedom technique over time, what you learn to do is you learn to really become very aware of where, when you're saying a statement, what's happening in the body. And so if you get a really strong reaction, like you start yawning, it's okay if you don't feel anything, but a lot of people start yawning. Sometimes people cry, they release their feelings physically in a lot of different ways. And so when if that happens, you'll just notice what are the statements that are triggering that response. And so you might want to do a tapping script just on that. So if you start saying, even though I feel unworthy of having a clean, organized space, and that is, you feel that in your body, then you would, after your tapping session, you might want to just tap on that. And you can tap on one point. You can use, like I said, I use both, but you'll see a lot of people who tap using just one hand. So I use both hands. You can use one. And I just encourage you to play around with this technique and see how you feel doing it before decluttering session, if it makes a difference, or if you're avoiding doing a decluttering session. So I would love to know if you are already using EFT for other things in your life and how you might apply it for decluttering. And also wanted to remind my audience that my declutter challenge for creative people is enrolling, and we're having such a good time. For the people who are in the course, they are just having an amazing transformational experience. And this is a feng shui inspired challenge that really supports transformation inside and out. And you get you're able to see daily videos over a number of days and take action in small, concentrated ways. And this is a great time of year to further those decluttering goals. So check out all of that information down below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.